It's time for the section Lions and Coach Riley Edwards. And Coach, his first season there at section. Coach, it's good to see you again. Good to see you guys today. If you'd either let those guys introduce themselves or you introduce them, then some opening comments, Coach, about this year's season.
All right. Let them introduce themselves real quick.
My name's Elijah Michaels, and I'm a senior for the section Lions.
My name's Zach Cooley. I'm a junior for section Lions.
I'm Dakota Pranger, and I'm a senior.
Hunter Guffey, junior.
Josh Varner, senior.
Try to let them introduce themselves because one of the things we work on is communication, and because most kids, all they know nowadays is Snapchat and TikTok. So, communication on the ball field is important. So we try to make sure they learn how to speak vocally, look you in the eye, and do all the good things. But opening comments, has been a good summer. Got hired late in the spring. Had a good had a real good June and July. Got several kids out that hadn't been playing. We got 31 varsity players currently right now, and been a great summer. Been impressed with several of the guys. Our big focus right now has been with leadership development and our character development program. We've been able to bring in Coach Richard Kohler, which is a real good friend of mine that I met a while back while visiting Coach Allen in Indiana. And one of Coach Kohler's specialties is teaching you how to establish your core values and your standards and setting that up. So he's worked with our kids 1 day a week this summer on developing and setting our standard to where we want it. And, that was our number one goal coming in, is getting that established, and then we're going to start building from there. So.
Okay, Coach, could you talk about, I know you're a new coach, they may be in different positions than they were playing last year. Talk about returning starters, the experience for this football team, maybe offensively, defensively.
Well, come in talking, obviously talking with the coaches that I mentor with, that mentor me, we eliminated all starters, so nobody's a returning starter. We knocked the whole house down and reevaluated everything, moved kids around, so we are completely reestablishing the whole program.
Okay, then could you talk about maybe the strengths that you see in the few weeks you've been there with this team, what you've seen this team building toward the season?
Yes, sir. We got been real impressed with these guys. Actually, you got to earn your way to get to this point. I use a formula. I grade everything, grade every workout, grade every attendance, grade every rep. I keep a chart, keep a grade book, and these guys graded out the highest. That's why they got to come here. Been real impressed with some of the core guys that we've got right now, getting the most reps up front. We moved Zach here. We moved him off the line and into the backfield. He's accepted that role pretty well. Looked real good in the OTA last week, especially for a brand new spot, having not played it before. And then, of course, we got Dakota Pranger and Noah Davis, Hunter Guffey, and Elijah Michaels have done a real good job of buying into the standard that we're establishing. And then Josh Varner's right now, he's getting our ones reps at quarterback, extremely intelligent, real intelligent young man. We'll be able to advance the playbook a little further with him back there. He'll be able to, take on the mental role of it. So, I was real impressed too with Grayson Cornelius. He's a 10th grader. He's took on the role at corner right now, and he's picked up on our coverages. We're doing a lot of completely different stuff. So, like I said, we have reevaluated everything, knocked everything down, and completely rebuilding.
Well, Coach, it sounds like it's basically what you're doing is tearing everybody down, and then slowly you're going to build everybody back up. So I guess the goal is for this team to not be coach-driven. You want them to take over and be player-driven, because that's what leads to victories.
Yes, that's one of the things with Coach Kohler. And, he has helped us a lot in that aspect. And like I said, making the kids communicate a while ago to introduce themselves. If a kid can't communicate, he can't lead. So we really focused real hard this summer on our leadership program and our character development program and establishing confidence in the way we communicate. And then, it's building a unified athletic program at Section. So it's every athlete across the board is all the same program, same standards, same core values, same objectives. So that's what we're trying to teach, the leadership skill to have leaders that will lead from top down and leaders that will lead from bottom up.
Coach, talk about the summer and the 7-on-7s and how summer been for you and your program.
We spent the majority of our 7-on-7 stuff against each other, getting reps, getting kids in position to where we can get the most reps that we can possibly get. Had a real good OTA session with Cedar Bluff the other day to kind of finalize our summer. The 11-on-11 portion looked really well. They have not been used to throwing the ball recently, so our pass game is coming along. We've been really focusing hard on our quick game right now, and then establishing our screen game. But as week by week, as we install and go, the reads will build from there.
For the players, Coach talked about getting to know you guys and what's going all into that, not only on the field, but building up the program and off the field and getting the support. What has that been like for you, getting to know Coach and kind of getting acquainted with not only how he wants to do or run things, but overall his expectations? How's that been for you guys?
When you get a new coach, it's kind of hard to get into the trusting process where he trusts you and you trust them. So it's kind of hard doing that, but we've worked really hard over the summer. And over these past couple months, I think that he's come to trust us more, and we have come to trust him a whole lot more.
Yeah, like Dakota said, it's a whole different process when you get a whole new coach. And I think we've overcome that and came closer together as a team, and we became a lot better.
Getting to know Coach Edwards, we work out every day. He works out for all the sports, so we got to know him during June for the basketball and then now for July for football. And so over the last few months, I didn't know him at all, and now I feel like he's I can trust him.
During these last 2 months, he has been pushing us to our limits so he can finally realize what we are made of to see if we're actually ready for this season.
Yeah, just like Eli said, he's been pushing us pretty good, but we fought through it as a team, and we've really pushed each other pretty good. And how do you say it? He's been a pretty good guy. I've heard of him from Crossville, but I've never really known him. But since he's come here, I've liked him pretty good.
Guys, Coach has already stated that you guys graded out. You're the reason that you're here today. As leaders of the team, when the coaches aren't around and they don't have their eyes on you and you being leaders, are you comfortable where the team is right now as we head into fall practice?
Yeah, I do think we're pretty comfortable, but there's always room to work more and achieve more and work hard for more stuff. You can always get better.
I'm comfortable, but I'd like to get better, as there's always room to improve. And I'd like to get to a spot as a team where we are all comfortable with where we're at as a level. And, yeah.
I feel good about how the team, even when the coach isn't there, they will do what's right and try to do their best no matter what.
With the coach not being there, there are some aspects that we need to fix, but I am very comfortable with how the team has turned out so far within these last 2 months.
Just like Dakota said, you know, there's always room to get better, but as of right now, I'm pretty comfortable where we're at.
Well, Coach, I saw you play last year when you was at Crossville, first game against Hyder. Are you going to run a lot of the same things you run when you were at Crossville? Of course, you're going to have different personnel, but is that basically what you're going to do? Because one thing I was impressed with, that was a well-coached football team. They were where they were supposed to be, but they were well-coached. Are you going to do a lot of similarity of what we saw last year?
The base is very similar. We're going to be able to advance it a little more. We're going to be able to do some of the more complicated things that we wasn't able to do. But a lot of it is very similar. Actually, I was able to bring my defense coordinator from Crossville with me. So we are installing that defense at the moment too. And, you know, offensively, we're still doing similar, but we're advancing it, being able to, you know, get a little further into the playbook.
Okay, guys, we'll wrap it up today. I want to ask the players a question. Coach obviously picked you to come today, and you're sitting up there wearing a section jersey with section written across the top there. What does it mean to you as a player, as a student at Section High School to represent your school, your team, and your community?
It means a lot, you know. You know, on the game days, you know, you get to go out and you're real excited. You know, you got all the fan base around you, you know, and they're out there supporting you. And, you know, that's what it's all about. And it's really great to play for Section.
I think it's an achievement. Not many people get to do this or make it this far past training and all that. Many people can't break it. And I think it's really nice we get to represent our town and go out there and play for them.
It's a big deal to represent the school, so you always have to do what's right and represent it in a good way. And it's a lot different than just being on the team. So we just try to do our best.
It's an honor to fight alongside my brothers and the school to be able to go and play this wonderful sport for just everyone and be able to compete.
You know, it's an honor to play for Section. Not many people want to come up here and play for us because they say we're not a big school, but we fight through every little thing, and come Friday night, we'll whoop some tail.
All right, guys. Coach, thanks for being with us today. Good luck to you and the Section Lions this year, and look forward to seeing you next year. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.